The knees can be together, big toes to touch. Arms can be down by your sides. Palms face up. Shoulders relaxing inward. Option also to bring the knees wide and reach the arms up, biceps by the ears. So wherever you are, imagine a weight pressing down on your lower back, helping to weigh yourself down in gravity. Forehead is resting on the mat. Bring your attention to your breath here in this passive pose. Where in your body do you notice your inhales, your exhales? And then let your attention shift to your knees, to your thighs, to your shins, your calves. Visualize the space around your knees. Bring your attention, your breath, your energy there. Maybe shift your weight from right to left. Now bring that movement to the rest of your body, massaging out the forehead, right to left. If your knees are together, I invite you to bring them wide, big toes to touch, belly falling in between the thighs. And then grip down through all 10 fingers as you rise the heart up and find fluid movement away from the mat. Don't think too much about this. Arriving here on our mat with breath and with movement, letting go of what's happened before our class has begun. Beautiful. And then we're going to meet in a forearm tabletop. So we're staying on our shins. If you have that blanket, make sure that your knees and ankles are supported by the blanket. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Palms, forearms pressing into the mat. Good. Go ahead and start finding some cat-cows in this position. So as we inhale, our chin rises, opening up the collarbone, hip bones pointing up to the sky, belly still engaged here. As we exhale, chin to chest, hip bones pointing toward each other, rounding through the spine. Inhale, open up cow. Keep clawing through the fingertips, pushing through the tops of the feet. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Push through the forearms, through the palms. 3 more rounds of cat-cow here on your own breath. And after your third exhale, we'll meet in a neutral forearm tabletop. Bring the weight to the left shin as we flex the right foot and bring the sole of the foot up to the ceiling. Good. Keep that right knee bent. Beautiful. And then draw big circles with that right knee, opening up the hip. Bring your awareness to the weight of the body. Try to even out that weight between the hands, between the forearms. Can you find some space in the back of the neck, And you push through the elbows and forearms to bring weight out of the shoulders. And then flex the foot, bring the foot up toward the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Inhale, keep that foot flexed, knee is bent. Exhale, knee to nose, belly drawing in and up. And then place that knee back down. Other side. Bring the left knee away from the mat, flex foot, knee is bent, draw big circles. I hope you guys can hear me because I just heard a little beep. Flex the foot, bring it up toward the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, open up. Exhale, knee to nose. Beautiful, last time. Inhale, open. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine, belly in and up. And then place the left knee back down. Good. Bring the hands down, coming to a quick tabletop pose. And then we're going to, let's do that. Yeah. So go ahead and bring the tops of the hands mat, fingertips facing you, shifting the weight gently front to back. Wrist roll. There, let's find our pose. So hands are underneath the shoulders, maybe slightly in front of. Knees are underneath the hip. Now claw the fingertips into the mat. Heart is rising, opening. Draw weight in and up. Feet can stay flexed or bring the tops of the feet down. Inhale, cow pose. We're going to do cat-cows with a regular tabletop. Exhale, round it out. 3 rounds of cat-cow on your own breath here. Now for your third exhale, we'll meet back in a tabletop pose. Bring out of the body, and then draw the left toe tapping. Roll the left arm all the way up, leading with the left toe. And then find some length here from the left fingertips all the way down to the right fingertips. Can you open up the heart? Option to stay here or reach that left arm over the bicep. Finding length from the toes to the left fingertips. These can be up, neutral, or down, whatever's comfortable in your neck. Take 3 breaths. After your last exhale, start to find big circles with that left arm. And you match your movement with breath. Option to to the sky or bend at the bringing the back of the hand toward the lower back or right hip. On your next exhale, come back. Reset the spine, and then bring the toes to the left side of the body. Right hand is up, and or side or side. Beautiful. Option to reach the fingertips up to the sky, or the hand palm face down toward the front of the mat, finding movement from the toes to the right fingertips. Keep pushing the hips forward here, drawing and up, clawing and pushing the left fingertips to take the weight out of the shoulder. Take 3 breaths here. And after your third exhale, wherever that might be, start to draw those big circles with the right. next exhale, or I'm sorry, on your next inhale, reach the right up, or you can find that bind. And exhale, we're gonna come back to tabletop, cross at the ankles and come to a seated pose. So with any sort of knee issue, you can bring the right leg in front of the left instead of tucking into the hip crease. We can also come to a yin butterfly, so our feet are relaxed between the feet, that diamond shape between our legs. Once you're there, Carrie is seriously influencing me, right? I love that. No, I love it. Bring your hands to your knees, find some circles, maybe a few cat cows here, seated. And once you're ready, we're going to in our seated pose. So we're going to try something brand new for me called Circle of Joy breathwork. Starting with our hands at our heart center, interlacing our fingers. Inhale, raise the arms up to shoulder height, elbows out. Exhale, round the back, press the palms forward, chin to chest. Inhale, reach the arms up above, ears away from your ears, opening the chest. Exhale, sweep your arms out to the sides, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, chest lift, shoulders down and back, fingers reach behind. And then exhale, the arms back to heart center. We're going to do 2 more like that with me helping us and then 3 on your own. So interlace, inhale, rise, exhale, round and push. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep arms behind, interlace. Inhale, chest lift. Exhale, float back to center. Good. Interlace. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, round, push away. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release, interlace behind. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Breath. Do that for much longer. When you are ready, we're going to extend our legs forward, feet are flexed, shake out the legs. Good. Now grab your right knee, bend your knee, place foot outside of the left thigh. Bring your right hand behind you, fingertips or the mat, and then push away from the mat as you inhale, reach left arm up. Exhale, elbow outside of the right knee, find the twist. Take 3 here. With each inhale, push yourself higher. With each exhale, can you twist a bit deeper? After your third exhale, cradle like a baby. So left hand outside of the outer edge, grab the knee and the inner right elbow crease and give it a little rock right to left. Keep that right foot flexed to protect the knee. And then place your right foot in line with your right sit bone. So there should be some space here between your right foot and your left thigh. That looks different for everyone, so just comfortable. And if you need to shift forward off of a little bit so that your foot is flat on the mat, that's okay. Now inhale for length, a forward fold. Wherever your hands land, comfortable for you is great. You can keep your leg bent, or you can straighten it by pushing the thighs down, the thigh bone down to the mat. Wherever you are, release the neck and zip the right knee into the side body. Option to bring the hands maybe up the calf, maybe reach towards the finding a stretch in the hamstring. And on your next exhale, bring the right leg forward, shake it up. Twist it toes other side. So bend that left knee, place the foot outside of the right thigh. Hand behind you, inhale, reach and exhale, find the twist. Can you find a deeper twist here by drawing that left shoulder back slightly, or maybe that left elbow? And 3 breaths here. With each inhale, lifting up, pushing up away from the mat. With each exhale, finding a deeper twist. And after your exhale, you shake it, cradle it gently. Don't shake the baby. Notice where that sensation is here. And when you're ready, place the foot in the sit bone or a bit wider. Every body is different. Ground down through that left foot and then reach arms up overhead on your exhale, forward fold. Opening through the back of the neck, grabbing the calf, you're reaching the foot, keeping the knee bent or straightening it by pushing that thigh and then zipping the left knee into the body. On your next exhale, and we're going to cross our legs coming to a downward facing dog. You can keep your blanket where it is here. But if you notice that your feet are coming onto the blanket, just bring more center. On your inhale, reach your right leg up, bend the knees back to hip, roll out the ankle. Good. And then open up the hip by rolling that knee. So drawing big circles with the knee, just as we did in our forearm tabletop. On your next exhale, we're going to bring that foot outside of the left foot. So we're crossing the ankles, pinky toes toward each other, and then play around with your weight here. Maybe bend, straighten through your legs, see what feels good to get that hamstring stretch through the right leg. Now keeping your legs crossed, carefully walk your hands back toward the feet and then shift your feet around a little bit so you can come into a comfortable cross-legged forward fold. Release through the neck, shake the head, yes, no. Bring your awareness to the backs of the legs. And on your next exhale, walk the hands forward, coming to a plank pose. You can keep your ankles crossed if you want a little challenge, or you can bring your feet about distance. Now we're going to engage up our plank here. So clawing at the fingertips, inner arm bone drawing forward to release the shoulders down, belly drawing in and up, inner thighs drawing together. Heels lift the mat so that they're stacked over the balls of the feet. Ooh. Now, once you have that engagement, push the heels front to back a little bit here. Keep the core engaged. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down to the mat. Bring the chest down, bending at the elbows, bring the chin down. Beautiful. Untuck the toes, push into the top of the feet, push into the fingertips as we inhale, rise the heart up, cobra pose. And on your next exhale, bend at the knees, tuck the toes, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises, bend the knees, stack the hip, roll out. Once you feel ready, start drawing circles with the left knee. Opening up the hip. Keep pushing the mat here, clawing into the fingertips. And then on your next exhale, bring that left leg across and behind the right. And readjust here. So find some bend, some straightening, shifting the weight right to left. Breathe into the hamstring. And very carefully start to walk the hands back toward the feet. Again, and forward fold, releasing the neck. Again, I could start walking the hands forward, coming back onto that plank pose. Find your engagement, claw through the fingertips, and then push the heels front to back once again. Starting to warm up the backs of the legs, the thighs. Keep the belly engaged, belly button drawing up to the spine. And then bring the knee up. The elbows, chin down, tops of the feet, push into the mat as we inhale, open up cobra. Good, exhale, tuck the toes to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring it between the feet. Okay, now bring your attention, actually, really quick, I was doing this with Rebecca. She was like, I can't get my leg up like naturally here. Bring your foot to wherever is comfortable, and then you can always bring your right hand behind you and sort of just snuggle your a little bit higher, okay? Now bring the chin to the back foot. Push the back foot down slightly, shoving it down the mat, and then bring the knee down. Now shift the knee forward to come up off of the kneecap. Low lunge prep. Belly drawing in and up, inner thighs drawing together. You can be on your hands or your hips. My arms are long, so it's long. Soften the shoulders down. And on your exhale, plant the hands, bring the back knee up, come back to down dog. Inhale, left is three-legged. Exhale, bring the foot between the hands. Shimmy that back foot back, bring the knee down, and then bring the weight forward to come off of the kneecap. Low lunge prep, other side. Keep pushing through the mat, open the heart. Draw the inner thighs toward one another. On your next exhale, plant the hands, bring the knee off of the mat as you step the left foot back, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the foot between the hands, this time keeping the left knee off of the mat, high lunge prep. Inhale, opening up the heart. Draw the feet toward one another, like you're trying to create a little wrinkle in the mat here. Belly drawing in and up. Might start to feel the inner thighs firing up a bit. And on your exhale, plant the hands if you haven't already. Bring that right foot back, down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bring it between the hands. Keep the back knee lifted, high lunge press. Draw the feet toward one another. Belly drawing in and up, heart opening forward. Finding that long line of energy from the crown of the head to the right heel. And on your exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the foot between the hands. This time, reach the arms up all the way. Soften the shoulders down, high lunge. Can you come back to your foundation? Can you squeeze the mat toward, bringing the feet toward one another? Ooh. Can you find some straightening through that left leg as you sit lower through the right hip? One more breath here. And exhale, bring the hands back down, find your down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bring it hands. Float the arms up, high lunge, and then soften the shoulders down. Fingertips extending. Ooh, come back to that foundation here. Inner thighs drawing together, up in and up. On your next exhale, bring the hands back down. Left foot comes back to meet the right, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring it between. Rise for lunge. And then open. So we're at the outer edge of our left foot, pushing into the heel and the outer edge of the foot. Bend through that right knee, lowering down through the sit bone. Release the shoulders down, extending the fingers long and away from each other. Take 3 breaths here. On your third exhale, cartwheel the hands down, come to the ball of the left foot, shifts back, down dog. Nice, left foot rises. On your exhale, bring it between. Rise up to high lunge, and then pivot to the outer edge of that right foot, warrior 2. Woo. Grounding the outer edge of the right foot and the heel, lowering down through the left sit bone, bending through that left knee. Belt in and up, lower ribs knitting in. Shoulders soften, fingers extend. Take 3 breaths here. Good, and on your exhale, cartwheel the hands back. The back foot, down dog. Ooh. Inhale, right leg lift. Open. High lunge, find warrior 2. Front palm, reach the right hand up as you bring your left hand to the back of the left thigh. Reverse warrior. Keep bending down through that right knee. Keep tucking the pelvis, belly button to spine. Ooh, your gaze can be up, neutral, or down the left shoulder. Come back to your breath here. And on your exhale, cartwheel the hands back down, down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Bring it between. Rise, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reach it up as the right hand comes. Can you come back to your foundation here? Can you knit the lower rib in? With each inhale, can you reach the left fingertips? And with each exhale, can you maybe lower down a little bit into that left knee? Ooh, and your exhale, and back down. Left foot comes back. Find your down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bring it between. Find your high lunge. Warrior 2. Peaceful. Reverse warrior. Now bring your right elbow to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Option to stay here, side angle, or bring that you're reaching the fingertips toward the front of the mat. Zip the belly in and up. Imagine the hips toward each other here. Can you really use soft shoulder? Bring you extend through the fingertips. One more breath. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Claw the left foot. You bring the right foot back to it. Inhale, left leg rise. Bring the foot between. Find your high lunge. Warrior 2. Peaceful or reverse warrior. Nice side angle. Left up the inner left thigh. You can either reach the fingertips up or bring the bicep over the ear. Come back to your foundation, ground down through the outer edge of the right foot. You bring your attention to the left big toe, pinky toe, and heel. And then lower down through that left sit bone as you draw your belly in up. Ooh, and your exhale, beautiful job. Bring the hands back down. Find your down dog. On your next breath, push your heart forward into high plank. Knees come down, chest to the mat, chin to the mat. Your cobra, inhale, rise the heart as you push the tops of your feet down. Exhale, release. We're going to come to a Sphinx pose. So bring the elbows underneath your shoulders like we did in forearm plank or forearm tabletop. Press down through the hips and then roll the shoulders as you push through the elbows away from the mat. Find space at the back of the neck. Option to stay or option to point the right toe up to the sky and then flex the foot. Can you bring the heel to the glutes? Keep dragging the mat toward you like you're pulling yourself forward. And then exhale, release that right foot down. Option for the left. Point the left toe up to the sky, flex the foot, and then try to draw the heel close to the glute. Let sensations come up here for you. On your exhale, release, and then find a little fluid movement. This time you can keep your toes pointed, alternating right to left. Keep on to the fingertips. One more side. And then we're going to bring our hands underneath your shoulders, elbows bent. Tuck the toes. You can keep your knees on the mat as you push yourself up to plank, or just go right there. And then hips up and back, down dog. Walking the feet up to the hands, slowly and mindfully. And then once you're there, bring the feet lifted. So that's about 2 fists distance apart. Release through the neck. Grab onto opposite elbows. Find a little ragdoll. the elbows. Now bring the left fingertips in front of the left. So about maybe like 6 or 7 inches above the toes. You can also bring the hand like underneath the shoulder. Now we're going to bend the left knee, and then reach the right arm up. So we're finding a twist here. Inhale, exhale, right hand down underneath the shoulder, bend through the right knee. Inhale, twist left. Exhale, replace the hands. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left hand reaches. Exhale, replace. One more. Inhale, right arm reaches, final twist. Exhale, release. Left side, inhale, left hand reaches. Exhale, release, beautiful. We're gonna roll all the way up, one vertebra. I'm not texting, I swear, notes here. We're gonna find a full engagement in Tadasana or mountain pose. Starting with the feet, ground down, pinky toes. And now imagine ripping the mat apart. So you're trying to pull the mat apart. You might feel some sensation in the outer edge of the feet pushing. Now imagine drawing the knees up energetically. Good. Now bring your attention to the hips. Can you bring the hips toward one another? Can you the lower ribs in, belly button into the spine and then up to the heart? So because our focus is knees today, right, knee strength, really bring that attention to the foundation here. Once you have your foundation, option to bring your arms down by your sides, fingertips down to the mat, palms facing forward, or reach your arms up, palms facing each other. Release the shoulders down. Find 3 breaths here. Keep ripping the mat apart. Keeping that engagement, bring the hands to heart center, bend through the knees, sit the hips, chair pose. Good, weight is in the heels, weight is in the hips. Pressing the palms together, thumbs pressing it. Keep zipping up through the belly. Now imagine that you have a block or something in between your thighs and you're pushing it, trying to hold it there. Option to lift the right heel up. Bring it down. Option for the left heel. Bring it down. Option for both heels. Ooh, notice where the balance goes. Down, keep that chair for 3, 2, and 1. Reach the arms up as you straighten the legs, find Tadasana, mountain pose. On the exhale, bring it. Exhale, put it back, chair pose. This time, bring your right heel up and then shift your weight to your left foot as you bring your right foot all the way back, warrior 3. Good. So imagine the toes, the right foot pointing down toward the mat. We're not looking for height here. We're looking to keep the hips square down to the mat. Keep drawing the belly in and up. Keep pushing through the right heel. Option to keep your hands where they are, or option to float the arms forward. Oh man. On your exhale, bend a little bit through that left knee as you come back to Tadasana with hands to our heart. You might want to shake up the knees a little bit here. Find your foundation, find that engagement through the thighs, and then exhale, bend it up the pelvis, belly button, spine. Left hip or left heel comes away from the mat, bring the weight to the foot. And then carefully bring that left all the way back, flexing through the foot, lifting through the left heel as the left toes point down. Good. Option to keep a little bend through that right knee. or a bigger bend. Option also to reach the arms, biceps by the ears. Oh! Find chair pose and go. Right heel left. Bring that right warrior three. We're only here for a moment. Bring the right toes down into the ball of the foot and reach up high one. Drop the shoulders down. Now we're going to keep the weight in the left foot as we bring the right knee up to the heart, wrapping the fingertips around the knee, giving it a little squeeze. Circle out the ankle here. Good. Beautiful. And bring it back down. Last side, bring the hands to heart center. Find your engagement. Find your pair of hips. Left heel comes up. And here for a moment. Left ball of the foot down. Reach the arms up to the sky. Soften the shoulders down. I love it. You bring inner thighs close together energetically. And then keep the right knee bent, weight in the right foot as you move. Roll the left up to the heart, interlacing the fingers around the knee ankles. Find some circles to the left ankle. And on your exhale, place it down. Filter the feet as wide as the mat. And exhale, bend at the knees as you forward fold. Release through the neck. Take it out, yes. And you're going to walk your hands through your legs toward the back of them. Pay attention to the comfort level of your hamstrings here. You can make your stance wider, narrower. You can bend your knees. Right, we're trying to get nice stretch, comfortable stretch to the back of the legs. Keep clawing at the mat, finding space for the back of the neck. And then when you're ready, walk the hands back. Bring them underneath your shoulders, finding length through the spine, through the crown of the head. Belly drawing in and up. Hip bones pointing toward each other as the sit bones point back. On your exhale, release it down and grab around the ankles, elbows bent out wide. Once again, finding length through the back of the neck. Stretching the backs of the legs. And on the exhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulders once again. Finding length through the crown of the head, sitting the sit bones back as the hip bones point toward each other. Belly drawing in and up, opening through the heart. Again, you can have a little micro bend in the knees here. Whatever feels good. On your exhale, we're going to release any sort of lengthening, intentional lengthening through the crown, and then bend through the knees as you roll it all the way up. Setting up for triangle pose here. So we're going to, one way to get into it is bringing the right heel in and then 45 degrees, and then bring the right toes out 45. So if you look down, your right heel is in line with that left middle of the foot. Now shift the hips over to the left, sassy hips. Now reach the right hands, the right fingertips over to the right, left fingertips out to the left. Keep shifting and reaching to the right so much that you have to eventually bring the right hand down, left to the shin. Left fingertips reach up to the sky. Draw the lower rib under you. Belly draws in and up. Triangle pose. See if you can take weight, like if you notice that you're sort of gripping your shin, see if you can press the outer hand, the top of the hand, into the calf or the inner shin. And then use that resistance to bring the right rib underneath you, reaching through the left fingertips. Ooh, you can find a little micro bend in that right knee. And then bring your heart up to your hips, or above your hips, and then find a reverse triangle. So left hand comes to the outer left thigh, right fingertips reaching up or behind you. Notice the hips, so make sure that the hips haven't shifted over to the right. They're still in that sassy left hip position. And draw the hips forward, belly to the spine. And then exhale, bring the feet to face the front, fold. Bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. And then bring the elbows, the shoulder blades toward each other, straightening out the arms. You can make this active or passive as long as the neck is relaxed. You can feel that opening through the heart, through the shoulders. On your exhale, you can keep the spine as we roll up, bending through the knees, or you can release. Good, and then setting up for triangle, other side. Left heel in 45, you can release the bind. Left toes out 45. Tuck your foundation, right hip out to the side. Reach the fingertips away from each other, and then reach the left hand so much that eventually it drops to the outside or the inside of the shin. Stacking the shoulders, reaching the right fingertips up. Draw the left rib underneath you. Keep pushing the hips forward. On your exhale, find reverse or peaceful with right hand to the outside of the right thigh, reaching the left fingertips up or behind you. Keep pushing the right hip out. And on your exhale, come back to forward fold. This time interlacing the fingers at the base of the skull and giving yourself a little rock back and forth, bending through the right and left knees. Use the spine to really bring some relaxation, some release through the neck. When you're ready, release and roll all the way up. One vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Coming back to our triangle on the right. So set up your foundation. Right heel in line with the left arch. Left hip out to the side. Reach, reach, reach. Come into triangle. On your next breath, bring it back, reverse. Now bend through the right knee as if you're coming to like a warrior two pose, and then bring the right hand in line or a little wider than the right toes. Flex the left foot, coming to half moon. Good. You can find a micro bend in that right foot. Option to stay here, or option to bring your gaze up to the sky for an extra challenge. Maybe play with covering the right fingertips if that feels like something your body can do in this moment. And a third option, if you'd like to take a bind or go toward the bind, bend the left knee, bring the heel toward the glute, and then reach the hand toward the big toe side of the foot or the heel. If you have it, you can find that bind. Ooh, Ooh, and then on your exhale, come back, forward fold. Take it out, release it. When you're ready, roll it up one vertebra at a time. Find your triangle, other side. And on your next breath, come to a reverse triangle. Reach the left arm forward, right hand back, bend through the left knee, find half on the other side. So you can place your left fingertips or your left hand in line with the left foot or slightly out wide to the pinky toe side, and then flex through the foot of the right leg. Straightening through that leg, opening the hips up in front of you. So now imagine that left rib sliding underneath you. Belly is in and up, still engaged here. Flexing through that right foot. Find a micro bend in the left knee if you need to. And then option to stay, option to bring the gaze up. Maybe float the fingertips. Maybe bend that right knee, heel toward the glute, and then reach toward the big toe side of the foot. Woo woo! Ah. One side might be different than the other, probably is in some way. And then on your exhale, come back to that forward fold. Grab at the elbows, sway it right to left. Wide ragdoll. Lengthening through the back of the neck, bending the legs right to left, and a little sway here. On your next exhale, release the hands underneath the shoulders. Push away from the floor as you find length through the crown of the head. Heels come in 45 as we sit low, Malasana. So hips come down toward the mat. Shift a little bit here, find what feels good. Everyone's Malasana is different. If you notice that your heels are coming up off of the mat though, grab that blanket and hold it as many times as you need to bring the heels onto the mat comfortably. Another option, I didn't say grab a block, but you can always also sit on a block, or you can even fold your mat up and bring it between your blanket up between your heels, and then find a little seat. Okay, so whatever feels comfortable for you. But once you have found your foundation, bring your palms together. Elbows are inside of the thighs or the area. Use that resistance to push the elbows, opening up the hips, opening up the knees. Take 3 breaths here. On your exhale, bring the hands down, walk them in front of you. Release through the neck, forward fold in Malasana. And on your next breath, gently find your way into Yin butterfly. You can sit on your blanket here if that feels good. You can also find a full butterfly where the soles of our feet are together, grabbing the ankles, maybe grabbing the outside of the feet. But again, Yin butterfly is where we have that space between our feet, diamond shape in between our legs. Once you're there, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, passive fold here. Wherever your hands land, that's comfortable. And release the neck. walk the hands back toward the body and then bring them behind you. Find deer pose right to left. So here we're gonna sway the knees right to left. Your feet can be together or they can be wide. On your next exhale, we're going to come to our back. You can adjust your blanket if you want to come to the blanket, or you can bring it off of the mat. You can also bring your head, Gary is doing, into your blanket. And then plant your feet hip width, knees up to the sky. We're going to do 3 bridge pose variations. So 3 options. Your first is to bring your hands down to your sides and then push into the mat as your hips rise. This is option 1. Option 2, interlace the fingers, bring the shoulder blades underneath you. Option 3, come to the balls of the feet, bring the hands to the lower back or sacrum, and then bring the heels back down as you hold yourself in gravity here. So 3 different options. Let's come to the first round of 3. Take 3 breaths here. On your exhale, release whatever bind or variation you took. Bring the hips back to the mat. Knees windshield wipe right to left. Second round. When you're ready, planting the feet this time. Really paying attention to equal distribution of weight in the feet. So big toe, pinky toe, heel. As the hips rise, can you bring the inner hip bones, the hip bones toward each other? Can you imagine that belly button into the spine, really knitting the ribs in? Take 3 breaths in your second round of whatever your variation of choice is. Bring your awareness back to the feet. Notice if the weight shifted at all. Can you keep pushing down into those 3 points? On your next exhale, wherever they may be, windshield wiper the knees, and then take your third round of bridge on your own time. On your third exhale, roll it all the way down, hips back down to the mat. This time, bring the knees up to the heart, arms out wide, find your belly twist to the right. So knees fall to the right side of the body, bring the gaze to the left fingertips, and feel the weight of the left thigh, left leg on your right. Take 3 breaths here. On the end of your third exhale, bring your knees back to center and then let them float to the left, bringing your gaze to the right. Feel the weight of your top leg on your left. And then after that exhale, do whatever else your body is asking for before meeting in final resting pose, Shavasana. Maybe that's a happy baby. Maybe that's just a deeper twist. Once you find yourself in your final resting pose, Shavasana, bring your attention back to your breath. Bring that breath to your knee area, to all the muscles that worked hard for us today. Send light and love to that part of your body, to each other, to yourself.